Here's a live look at where we stand heading into the Championship Series. Game 3, we took a 3-0 sweep of the Lakewood Dazzlers. Now face the Hugoton Stationeers, leading the series 2-0. But this time, we head for hostile territory. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Super Mega Baseball 4. Get ready to send things out to Golden Field, but before we do, we'll take a look at the lineup. Lachlan Brewer will open things up in left field, and batting second is Dean Robinson, taking over for Nico over at first. Young man trying to get something going here in what could be the last game of the year if the Pelicans play their cards right. Batting third is not going to be Princess. We're going to bop her down to cleanup. We'll have Kareem Park in that 3 spot, and Kareem at second. Princess cleaning it up in center field, as she tends to do. We'll follow that up with Braden Jetterson. Braden over at short. Catching, it's going to be Molly O'Connor, and she's doing all right. I would maybe put someone like Finley, and let's just see what that looks like if we were to put Finley. Well, we could also put, I didn't realize we had, Sportsman could catch if we absolutely needed somebody, but I don't like the fielding for him. Finley, I don't, not enough, in this kind of situation that we're going to do it. She's only well or fair or whatever it is instead of, instead of fit. But that's all right. After that, we got Kai, Thrustmaster, resuming duties at third after being gone. The good fielding, definitely an asset to be considered. Katrina Lynn, with her amazing arm and decent fielding, repatrolling right, and has managed to play through the tense moodlet, so we appreciate that. On the mound, the old man, Stamp Intense, tasked with potentially getting us to the championship. All of that, as we talked about, taking place on the road. We'll send it out to the crew at Golden Field for this nighttime game. Could this be the season? Let's play ball.
Welcome to Game 3 of the League Championship. It's time for some baseball.
All right, beautiful. Clear night out in the wheat field, and it's Golden Field playing host to this here Game 3. Lachlan Brewer will step into the box to get this one underway. And it's win or, well, we'll see a Game 4, but we'll see. 1 up and 1 down on just 1 pitch. Here's Dean Robinson. We haven't seen Robinson in the lineup for quite some time, as Nico has pulled duties over there at first, but Nico taking a day off here, and Dean behind 0-2. He gets a hold of that, sends a base hit up the middle. So, hello, welcome back to the lineup for Robinson.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 2, Kareem Park.
That'll bring up Kareem Park. 1 on and 1 gone here for the Pelicans opening half of the first. There's a strike. 0-1 on the ground, 2 ball. Second one, back to first in plenty of time. A double play will end things. The crowd supporting the Stationeers, who will come against Stamp Intense, making the playoff start. And Lucas Droop will lead things off. Intense from the left side of the mound. Gives up a first pitch knock that's heading towards the corner in left field. And Lucas Droop's got a 2-bagger to start things off, as the Stationeers look to answer what's been a very Pelican-led series up to this point, particularly in Game 2. Hank Owen ahead 2-0 with a runner at second. And there's his strike. Crowd didn't like the call. 2-1 not close there, and Intense. And that's on the ground. Runner to third, but the out in time. Nope, runner will stay at second.
Number 25, Alfio Meadows.
Alfio Meadows Well, you got a big out and kept that runner right there. And Intense struggling to find the zone early as he's a 1-1 count here to Meadows. 1-2, big spot here. Here it is. Oh, we are close there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's trouble. Left field, that's going back. And it's going to be caught out there. Runner again retreats for second base. So Intense has been able to get a couple of quick outs. As Cash Bell will look to see what can be done. 2 outs runner at second here, bottom half of inning number 1. And Intense staying true to his stat line, struggling a little bit to find the zone, and there's a base hit. Runner from third is going to head for the plate. There's a play, it's not in time. Well, the Stationeers strike first here in Game 3. Jacqueline Jackson steps in. It's 1-0 Hugoton. Upstairs, Jackson gets a hold of that one, right center, and it's hanging up there, but too long, and it's gone. Jacqueline Jackson goes yard, and just like that, there are 3 on the board for the Stationeers. Here comes Blamo battering. Well, when you go home, there is a momentum shift, and that applies to the playoffs as well. And after being down, the first game was close, second game not as much. You have to think there's some drive in this team to not get eliminated here in Game 3. Here's a nice play out there, and that'll finally end it, but they get 3 in the first. 3 runs on as many hits. We'll move to the second.
The center fielder, number 26,
Princess looking to answer back potentially with 1 swing. She's been known to do it, especially here in this series. First offering on the way is right there. Just lock in and see what you can do, and that's a base hit up the middle. Not the power we're used to seeing out of Princess, but we'll take it.
The shortstop, number 17, Jennerson.
Underrated hero of this playoff team's run is this shortstop, Jetterson. First digs for him from the right side, and it's too low. And a beautiful steal there from Princess, and she's got second. A good one and not a base hit. They're going to take a minute to play it, though, so she'll go to third.
Number 47, Molly O'Connor.
Molly with a chance to knock one in here and get something back as the Pelicans trail 3-0 here in inning number 2. Downstairs on Molly. 1-0 on the ground. Good play there. She'll be out, but the run scores. So a productive out from Molly. It's 3-1. Here's, I believe this is Thrustmaster. 1 ball and a strike. Huge to get something back and try to shift that momentum. And there's the strikeout. Well, you get 1, and when you move to the bottom half of the inning, Intense has got to go out there and see what he can do.
Number 22, Thomas Middleman.
Thomas Middleman will lead things off as Intense goes back to work the pitch. On the ground and foul. That's right there. 0-2 on Middleman. On the ground and played over there at first in plenty of time. 1 up, 1 down.
Catcher, number 14, Nico Pearson.
Well, here's Peterson. I'm going to go Peterson. I'm going to guess on that, on this pronunciation that we've been struggling with for 3 games. Nico fouls it away. 0-2. He struck him out. Big strikeout there for Intense. Here's Oldman, the starter. So Intense to his counterpart starts off inside. And you got to try to get this out here and send them back with nothing after picking up a run. On the ground, throw across the diamond, and Intense does just that. We'll send things to the third. Momentum shifting, and see if the Pelican offense can keep rolling.
51,
Katrina had a couple of knocks in game 2. And trying to see if this spot at the bottom of the order allows her to be more patient, maybe a little less stressed, and she's on the ground and thrown out promptly. So not in that at-bat.
Intense.
41 years old is Intense, likely one of his last ball games in the league. Rumors talking about Intense looking at retiring to Maine. Don't ask me why. And a good fly ball there from Intense, but it's not going to result in anything productive. As he's gone, the lineup card will turn over for Lachlan Brewer. All right. Well, you had one last inning, nobody aboard with 2 gone here. Brewer hits and gets a piece. Lachlan gets a hold of it, and the inning will continue. That's going to roll back near the wall. Brewer hustling, and he'll have 2. So that's a double for Lachlan Brewer, the inning.
The first baseman, number 10,
Excitingly, being continued by Robinson. Big chance here to drive in a run and get one more back, and Dean wants to do just that. Middleman, or Oldman, some kind of man, fires, and that's a ball on Dean. Ball and a strike to the young first baseman. Runner goes again. They throw in plenty of time, and that's the inning. So Dean will lead off inning number 4. Caught stealing a really ridiculous decision. Don't want to be doing that during the playoffs. Lucas Droop. And here comes Intense. And it's just inside the ball. 2-0. Intense struggling to find the zone. Lucas Droop capitalizing and getting a single up the middle. So the Stationeers looking to add to their 2-run lead. I was going to say deficit. Increase the deficit for the Pelicans. Hank Owen. Double play ball is there for Intense. 0-1 to Hank. Inside again, and plane 11 is right there. Intense wants this strikeout. The 1-2. Nope. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Owen's got kind of a still stance until he gulfs one. Right center playable. And runner will head back. 1 going. All right, well, keep playing the hand you're dealt. Here's Alfio Meadows, and double play ball still in order for Intense, who can't find the zone again. That's a base hit. Rolling back towards the wall. They're going to have him at first and second here. Here's Cash Bell, who the crowd seems to be in favor of. 1 gone, 2 aboard here for Hugoton as they lead by a couple. Bell, dangerous at the plate. 0-2 though. And on the ground, and that is not quite going to get through, and nobody's out anywhere, I don't think. Well, Jacqueline Jackson hit a home run last time out, and we're going to see an early appearance here from Lorenzo Clark. Here it is, folks. Jackson in the box, bases loaded, 1 gone. 0-2 to Jackson. Here comes Lorenzo, and that's knocked away out of play. Clark wants a strikeout on a 1-2, and he launches. Nope, 2 balls, 2 strikes, going for 2 outs, and not going to have it there. On the ground, 1 out there. Second out, the double play ends the inning. How about Lorenzo Clark getting out of the jam? Well, he'll move to the 4th again with a chance to increase your potential for coming back. Dean Robinson was batting during the caught stealing as he gets a hold of this one. And it's going out towards right field. It's going to find real estate out there. It has bought a house and had a kid. That's a double for Dean.
The second baseman, number 2, Kareem.
Little excitement from Kareem Park with a scoring opportunity here. Robinson at second. And here we go. Kareem takes the first one. This crowd definitely waking up a little here at Golden Field. The 1-1 by Oldman's not close. Park wants it right here, 2-2. Get one and get after it. She does, on the ground, and that'll be enough to not have anything happen. We've got a pickle on our hands. Break out the relish. So at the end of it all, Robinson, I think, was out in the pickle. Here comes Princess, runner aboard for her one gone, and she could tie it with one swing. I say that constantly with her, but it's not hyperbolic. And she gets a hold of this and powers a base hit up the middle, so that'll have two aboard. If the running mistake wouldn't have been made by Dean, they could be loaded, but Braden don't care. That man doesn't care about anything. Even after his heroics during the semifinals and his increased attention, nothing there as he swoops one to left. Almost had a big hit there. But he still has not said a word to any media outlet from anybody, and we don't know why. 2-2. Braden gets a hold of this one. That's left center, that's going back, and it's out. He's caught out, gave it a ride. Well, now 2 on, and you have to take advantage of this type of situation, at least get one. And Molly, veteran catcher, knows that just about better than anybody on this team as she digs in. Left box, and she gets a hold of it down the line. Fair ball. Look at that. Case and point. Molly O'Connor cashes in. 1 run scores. A second one on the way, and we are tied. Molly O'Connor sent one down the left field line, and we're even. O'Connor at second. Thrustmaster trying to keep the momentum alive. Swing, and that's a beautiful defensive play to Rob Kai. Not what you want to see, but it's what we got. Bottom 4. Time to shut him down. And Lorenzo Clark kind of getting the early call out of the pen in relief when Intense got into that jam during the last inning. 1 ball in, 2 strikes. Clark looking for the K. Broke the bat. Popped up. That'll be good. 4 and out. All right. Thomas Middleman, we haven't seen in this series during the first 2 games as Clark fires. Playing well. Well, we are tied here in a big game 3. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Middleman. As he gets a hold of this one, sends a long fly ball left field. That's going back and going to be caught out there. This Golden Field is shorter than we're used to on home. I was going to say home ice. That's not how that works. Well, Clark has gotten the first 2 outs without a lot of fanfare, but a 1-1 offering being set up by Molly, and it's fouled away. 1-2. Nope, just inside. 2-2, and that's a bunker out to center, right center field on that lure. Well, ahead to the 5th, and a chance for the Pelicans to strike and get ahead here. Katrina Lynn will be the first with such an opportunity. Swinging a knockout of play. Crowd getting into it now. Wanted the call on that, didn't get it. 1 and 2, and that's a base hit for Katrina Lynn. Quietly contributing is Katrina. All right, here's Clark. You sacrifice here? Do you sub out? That'll answer that question. It'll be Nico Sportsman off the bench. They're going all in right here. Upstairs, Nico ahead 1-0, now 2-0. Runner aboard at first to start the inning. Right there is strike. Crowd getting behind there, man on the mound, as Sportsman gets a hold of this one. Right center field. It's going back. It's got a chance. It's going to get down. Not out of here. But a run is going to score. Sportsman has 3. It's a triple for Nico Sportsman off the bench. Wow. I don't know that we've seen a triple in just about any part of this series. Carter Klein, who shut down the Pelicans pretty effectively the other day, is going to enter and give up a base hit. That'll score another one, I think.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 10, Dean Robinson.
Well, Dean looking to chip in here, and it is indeed a 5-3 ball game. Robinson behind 0-1. As he gets a hold of that, sends a screamer towards the left field corner, and Dean. How about that? Runners at the corners now. And the Pelicans in business.
Number 2, Kareem Park.
Kareem Park excited and then locking in with a growl. Digs in right here, runners at the corners. 2 in here in the inning. Park behind 0-1 the pitch. Downstairs, it's a ball. Knocked away foul. Park backed up in the corner, 1-2. Gets a hold of it, knocks it away. Well, these road lights not too bright for the Pelicans. 2-2, and there's a knock to center. And that's going to be caught. Runner from third will tag and score fairly easily. 6-3 Pelicans. All right. Princess. Runner at first for her. 1 gone. And Princess absolutely crushes it. Left, center, and way out of here. And there's a couple more on the board. It's 8-3. Unloading on that one. She just waits for hers and destroys them. 2-run home run, and the Pelicans rolling now. Braden Jetterson. The crowd not thrilled, but after a home run like that, there's always a buzz, even if that's hit on the road. A lot of respect in the game of baseball for Princess and what she just did. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Braden, that's going to be thrown in plenty of time, and believe it or not, that's only the second out of this inning. Here's Molly, who poked one way down in the left field corner to get this operation started. And she's going to do it again. Just a base hit this time for a single, but how about Molly at the dish?
Now batting, the third baseman, number 14, Kai Thrustmaster.
All right, Kai Thrustmaster. 2 are gone. Molly stands at first. Thrustmaster takes the ball 1-0. Not close there, and Kai ahead 2-0. 3-0. Get one and get after it. 4 pitches. Thrustmaster scampers towards first base in no hurry.
Number 51, Katrina Lynn.
All right, Katrina's in a good mood. We talked about that phrase, quietly contributing her last time up, and be patient, wait for yours, and go get it, kiddo. All right, a ball and a strike on Lynn. Outside, she'll move ahead. Good patience from Lynn. Nowhere close there, and they're going to take advantage, and everyone's moving up 90 feet. Second and third for Katrina. And she'll walk, so it's first, second, and third. Bases now loaded.
Nico Sportsman.
Here comes Sportsman.
Now pitching, Nicole Frazier.
Well, former member of our organization, Nicole Frazier against Nico Sportsman, who came in and pinch hit earlier this inning. He's getting a second shot at it. Frazier giving up a base hit right there, and 1 run comes across. And 2 runs come across on that
Number 13,
knock. Back to the top of the order, it's Lachlan Brewer. So how about Nico off the bench, getting 2 opportunities in the same inning and contributing on both. Brewer ahead 1-0 against his former teammate Nicole Frazier. And she might win it here. 1-2. Here it is. And that's going to be handled out there. And finally, the Stationeers actually get to do something productive.
Give them a wedgie for a free slice of sushi poutine.
All right. Bottom of the 5th.
Number 28, Nicole.
Here's Nicole Frazier. Got out of trouble.
Ghost Elliott.
Ghost Elliott will do the honors. And that's hit a good amount to left center field going back. Going to be handled out there. This park is kind of deceptive when it comes to those home run knocks. Lucas Droop digs in, and here we go. So after all the chaos, I never gave you a synopsis. It's 10-3 Pine City. And Droop gets a hold of that down the line and foul. Just about had a big knock there. Well, that'll be a small knock, but still, no. What a defensive gem that was. Wow. Both center fielders, by the way, during this game, wearing the number 26. It's for Princess Precious. And the 0-1, now 1-1, Hank Owen. That's right there, and Owen behind 1 and 2. And somebody get over there. Nope, that's going to be a base knock, so Owen wins that one.
Now batting, a right fielder, number 25, Alfio Meadows.
Alfio Meadows. Double play ball is right there if need be. It's downstairs. On the ground and foul. Two balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Foul ball, keep it right there. And it's gonna be frustrating a little bit on the mound. 2-2. That one handled, and the inning comes to an end. Wow. David Niles, something like that's coming on. 6th inning is upon us in a hurry. It's 10-3 Pelicans.
The first baseman, number 10, Dean Robinson.
Well, Dean playing well so that Nico Sportsman, who usually plays first, could come in, and he had a fantastic appearance off the bench here in Game 3. Ball and a strike to Dean. Gets a hold of this one, and it's on the ground in the clay, and easily dispatched is Dean.
The second baseman, number 2, Kareem Park.
Well, here's Kareem. Looking for a big knock right here. Nobody aboard. One gone. Down the line. Fair ball, and not a huge, crazy one, but you'll take him any way you can get him. Kareem aboard.
The center fielder, number 26,
For Princess.
Rashes.
And she took the cover off one last time up, and even the opposing fans had to acknowledge that shot. And she does it again. My goodness. She can't be stopped. Absolutely crushed right center field. Princess. Probably her 47th home run of the series. Second one of the ball game, and another 2 runs on the board for the Pelicans. It's 12-3. Braden Jetterson. Gonna follow that up. Wow. And Jetterson is going to be dispatched on the grounder.
The catcher, number 47, Molly.
Here's Molly, who's had a couple knocks in this effort. Really has been, I mean, other than the 2 home runs from Princess, it's been a very team-oriented offensive performance here from the Pelicans, as they're en route to their first championship as a club. It's their first time making the playoffs at all. And they're going to be sent away with just the 2 from Princess. Bottom 6 upon us. When you look at this series, when you look at how much I feel like I've been able to kind of put a team together that was you know, right there in the running, and then with that extra help as Cash Bell gets a hold of a good one but is caught out. And then I've mentioned it a couple times over this series, but Scusi16 helped me out with kind of looking at traits, looking at kind of how to put things together and finish the puzzle piece. And it's looking as there's an out on the ground ball right there from that human. And here's Flamo Battery. But that was kind of the momentum shift I needed, and Battery knocks one through the middle of the infield for a base hit. So if the game would have been continually updated, if there would have been more with the accessibility, I think I really would have gotten into this more. But as I've had real life things to do and I've been doing videos on other things, that is absolutely destroyed right field, and that's going to put a couple on the board here. Wow. Absolutely destroyed. Fireworks aplenty and a couple on the board. 12-5 your score. Nico Peterson.
Now pitching, Marker Douglas.
Marker Douglas getting a chance to pitch here. From the third base side of the rubber, he'll deal a ball. But it's been fun. It's been frustrating. And ultimately, again, with kind of real-life things. 3-1 the count. Douglas is going to give up a walk out of the pen. Not what you want to see after giving up a couple of runs.
Number 17, David Willis.
Here's Willis.
Now batting,
Jackson Bruce. Douglas just needs one out. The strike to Bruce. And as I was saying, you know, my desire to play this game has definitely dwindled. And it's not any personal kind of thing, as Douglas finally gets out of trouble. And we're going to lock in on the 7th inning. 7 runs a lead here.
The third baseman, number 14, Kai Thrustmaster.
Kai Thrustmaster. This could be the last 3 outs offensively of the year, as Thrustmaster doesn't want that to happen and sends a base hit up the middle on the first offering. Leadoff runner aboard.
Number 51, Katrina.
Here's Katrina. And she's had a good night. First offering right there to the right fielder. And swing, there is a fly ball, right field, going back and gone. Katrina gives the Pelicans the 2 runs back they just gave up. And how about that as a confidence boost, not only for Katrina, but for Marker Douglas on the mound.
Number 49, Marker Douglas.
Who steps in right here. And Douglas has earned this at-bat. 2-0 on Douglas. 3-0. Just stand there. Don't even take the bat off your shoulder. Well, they filled the count 3-2. Marker. Swing, and that's a screamer in a souvenir first base side. And a pop-up, but a good at-bat there from Douglas, able to make them throw few.
Left field, number 13, Lachlan Brewer.
Brewer steps in, and talked about this being a team-led offensive onslaught today. Brewer, 0-1. Gets a hold of this one, sends a sky-high can of corn towards the right center region. And that'll lure for Brewer.
Number 10, Dean Robinson.
Well, Dean having a game. Really played well for Nico Sportsman, and there's a strike. And that's right there, foul. 0-2 on Robinson. Almost got plunked. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now full up. Dean looking to maybe scamper to first as he sends one down the line, but foul. We'll do it again. Base hit for Dean. Again, it's this confident contribution from just about up and down the lineup
Number 2,
tonight
Kareem Park.
that has allowed this game to go so well. Kareem Park. Pelicans in line. First championship in 5 seasons of play. And that's going to be thrown in plenty of time. And now 3 outs away from that championship. Marker Douglas shouldering the burden. Lucas Droop. Douglas winds and deals. First strike of the 7th. On the ground, and that's a base hit, setting up the double play, if you want to look at it optimistically. Douglas. Youngster getting the chance to really look at things from the brightest of lights, the biggest of stages here in this championship game. Owen swings and misses. Crowd is quiet, trying to give their guys the chance to concentrate. A ball and 2 strikes to Hank Owen. Here comes Marker. And Owen gets a hold of that. Right field going back. And it's caught. So 1 out here in inning number 7. Double play ends the ball game and sends this road bunch of Pelican players home happy. And these home fans home not so. Looking for a 3-game sweep of the Hewletton Stationeers. 1 ball, 2 strikes, Douglas. Looking for that big second out down the line. Foul. We'll do it again. 1-2. Not quite gonna have it there. Molly sets the sign. Douglas delivers. Popped up. Someone's under it, and 1 out away is Douglas. Runner at first now, 2 gone, inning 7, game 3 of this championship series. Cash Bell stands between Marker Douglas, the Pelicans, and a championship. Just inside on Bell. Marker Douglas, the youngster, trying to lock it in here, 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to Bell. Foul away and Douglas a pitch away. 2-2 with 2 outs. Here it is. On the ground, and this should do it. The throw, and the Pine City Pelicans are champions. How about this celebration at Golden Field? And Pine City come together on the road to get it done. Wow. I just got chills, like that was a real baseball game or something. After 5 seasons, the Pelicans do it in spectacular fashion on the road. Wow. All right, 14-5, the final score. 14 runs on 18 hits, no errors in the ball game for Pine City. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the other guys. Here's a look at the numbers for those of you who are mathematically inclined and interested in that sort of thing. I'm speaking loudly because the music seems to be up a little loud after the big win. The loss being pinned on Oldman, the win today. Going to Clark out of the pen. What a ball game. And if you look at the MVP humans, as we tend to do, well, let's do that. Nico Sportsman off the bench. You got to understand, this was in the same inning. 2 for 2, a triple, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. Again, off the bench. Katrina finally getting it together. 2 for 3, a homer, 2 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. Princess Precious. I mean, what can you say? 4 for 4 with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 4 runs scored, and a stolen base. Wow. And how about this? The Pelicans are champions. 3-0. They take care of the Stationeers. And man, we're not ready to do signing or anything. This is a sign-off moment. But before we get there, I'd like to do this real quick. Bring it in on this team and this series. We're putting a bow on it, folks, at least for a while. I know this hasn't been the most magnanimously successful series over the course of my channel, but for those of you who have stuck around, who have helped me out, who have supported, I really appreciate it. We're going to put a bow on this one. I will probably circle back to Super Mega Baseball at some point on the channel. In the meantime, maybe I'll play once in a blue moon for my own enjoyment, but to have had this 5-season run and to cap it off with an absolute steamroll of the playoffs, 3 games sweeping 2 separate series, and winning it all on the road. Of course, you'd love to do it in front of the home fans, but to do that, you gotta get yourself into a more precarious situation, which we don't want. So, man, how about that? Thank you guys for checking this out. I very much appreciate all of you. And, well, you can't end it in a better way than that. So here's to the Pine City Pelicans signing off on this series. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.